From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss that's here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror from here. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You jump and jump, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Management schemes and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa have seen it all. From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Thursday of I Hate It Here. My name's Erika.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Jen Glenn. Yeah.
Yay!
Hello.
Oh my god, and thank you for hopping on the Hotmess Express. I'm fucking
Aboard. Welcome to the Hotmess Express. Choo choo.
I was waiting for my cue. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry guys. It has been a fucking mess.
It's been a day.
The last
Yeah.
30 minutes. I hopped on, I had everything on, and then Marissa jumps on, and then we were chit-chatting, and then I froze. And then that happened like 4 times. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is my fucking karma for talking so much shit about Rep this week. And his, because he gave you such a hard time, Jen, about
Yeah.
the Houston Wi-Fi on your show. And then now he has a ton of Wi-Fi issues. And so I was giving him a lot of shit about it. And I'm like, this is my karma. This is exactly my karma. And luckily, it's not my internet. It was Chrome, and we fixed it, and we are here. But I am sweating, and I'm like exhausted already.
That's okay. You did it in the nick of time, and we are
There
here.
we go.
All right, guys. Well, here we are, another week. Already mid fucking September, which is wild.
Crazy.
I know. Christmas is gonna be here in no time.
Right?
Yes, but we've got a lot to discuss. And one of the main topics that we're going to be going over is the documentary Unknown Number, which Jen and I have been fucking up all week when we've been promoting this show.
Wait, is it Unknown Number?
What did
That's
I say?
the right name?
Well, you guys have unknown number. Hold on.
It is unknown number. It is unknown
number.
Well, okay, so why on my paper I still have unknown caller?
I was saying that Jen was calling it wrong number, and I was calling it unknown caller. So then, now it's really just a combination of both. It's unknown number.
Unknown number.
Here we are.
It's okay. That's on brand for us. We always rebrand. We never get it right on the first try, so that's okay.
We do love a rebrand. We do love a rebrand around here. But let's get into our rants, our ick or use, and we'll jump right into the documentary talk. But you know what, Jen, you as our guest, we're gonna let you go first on the ick, ew rant.
Okay, I think I have an ew, and mine is for the gas station psychedelic called Feel Free. So for you guys who haven't heard of it, it is sold in drugstores and gas stations, and it has something called kratom and kava in it. And so these things have like psychoactive properties. And so it's supposed to give you this non-alcoholic buzz, but people have been getting addicted to it. So yeah, roll the footage and
Okay.
We'll give people some more info about it.
Hold on. Because I'm in this new system. Hold on. Now it's, God damn it.
Bear with us, but let us know in the chat in the meantime. Have you heard of this? Have you seen it? And have you tried it? Because I hadn't heard of it before, but very curious for those that are watching.
And it was also, someone also ended up in the hospital for taking this. And I was like, something you can buy at like Well, I'm sure there are plenty of things in the gas station that'll end you up in the hospital.
It's
Like
not
Something
letting
you
me,
can buy at CVS.
it is not letting me play the fucking video.
Oh, okay. That's okay. We'll go to the next video. But guys, just watch out for Feel Free. And if you have young kids, and when I say young kids, anybody under 18, do not let them buy this.
No. Adam says, I've heard of kava tree. Tea. I'm sorry, kava
Oh,
tea.
kava tea.
And
Yeah.
you said that's a main ingredient. What is it supposed to do? Like hype you up, or is that the ingredient that gets you addicted?
Well, it's kava and kratom, but somehow those two things together, and might not even be saying it right, kratom,
Mhm.
those two things together are supposed to give you like this buzzed feeling. But they say it can get addictive.
Oh, weird.
So yeah, and people like the guy in the video was talking about these kids come to the store and try to buy it like every day or buy it multiple times.
Oh,
So I was
wow.
like,
I mean-
but y'all, why was I knowing all of this, right? And even seeing that somebody went in a hospital, I was like, I saw that they were selling it at my gas station. I was like, I might want to go over there and try that.
Do it, Jen. Do it for science. Let
Yes.
us know.
We
She's
should-
gonna become a complete addict, and I'm gonna have to pick her up from the ghettos of Houston, and
Yes.
it's gonna be all my fault. 'Cause I told her to do it for
I
science.
should, and then I'll come back and tell y'all like how it
Yes.
works out. Okay.
For I Hate It Here Science, do it for us. And then let us know.
All right, Marissa, do you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
I can go next. So my ick, it's a little bit of both. It's an ick, eek, and an ew all together.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you all have seen this story, and it's gone pretty viral. There's a couple of them, but the one that we are going to touch base on today is this teacher, this teacher. I think she's like she's I think elementary school teacher or preschool teacher, something like that,
Okay.
who forgot to pack her lunch and asked her husband to take her lunch because in some schools you can't leave for lunch. They have 30 minutes. They can't go and get something.
Yeah.
Super busy.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you all have seen it, but he packs her like the craziest things ever and includes dog food in the packed lunch that he sends her, and then has the time to write a note to tell her that they're running out of kibble for the dog to stop on the way home.
No.
So do you want to roll
Yeah.
the clip?
So this lady forgot her lunch, and she asked her husband to pack her lunch and bring it to her. So she's unpacking the lunch that he brought her, right? So, off rip, I'm thinking, all right, this can't be that bad, because he damn sure packed that lunch back up. So sis gonna have enough to eat. But it's a man, so you shouldn't expect nothing too extravagant. Girl, so he gave her some cookies. I think, girl, that was a half bag of pretzels or something like that, girl. Something. This little fucking bag was halfway fucking empty. He brought her an apple. I think that's probably my only favorite thing. Again, majority of what he gave her seems like more of a snack. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, that's niggas for you, because all they do is snack all day long. Again, like, sir, you can put this in a Ziploc bag. This motherfucker just grab, roll up, put in the bag. Not gonna lie to you, the 2-day-old Chipotle took me out. Because, see right there, that'll piss me off. Because I said, are you fucking serious? Bitch, on your way here, you couldn't stop at fucking Chipotle? You couldn't? There was no Chipotle around. You couldn't even stop and get a bitch Popeyes. But you had to bring me my 2-day-old fucking Chipotle. See, this right here would have sent me off the edge. This has sent me off the edge. See, this right here would have had my lights turned on, but nobody would have been home. It was dog food in a Ziploc bag, and he said, because you're my dog. And then he put on a second note, make sure to bring the food back because the dogs is low on food. You can't be fucking serious. I get the whole you my dog type joke, but the dog food bitch would have sent me on edge. I'm fucking hungry. This is not the time to play with me, sir. This is not the fucking time to joke. I would have committed murder, bitch. He won't give me dog food, bitch. I'd have made sure he would be eating rat poison tonight. Don't fucking play with me, ho. Again, that's her man. I can't be sitting here mad for her. She ain't mad at it and she thought that shit was funny. I think that shit funny too. She got a man that give you fucking dog food. Okay, Scooby, that's a fucking cake. I said, girl, listen, Lord, please, please, please do not let a love like that find me, because I might kill man.
What do y'all think?
Do not let a love like that find me.
Ever.
Because let me tell you something. If I can't leave and you only have 30 minutes for lunch, and you pack me stuff that's not even rolled up, stuff you found in the back of the cabinet, half the things in there are gonna get that girl diabetes. And then you pack dog food as the main entree. What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that, all of the preparation he did, he could have just stopped by McDonald's, y'all.
Exactly.
Exactly what I was thinking. Exactly my point. I'm like, ma'am, your husband does not like you. I'm sorry. Like
Mm-mm.
it would be funny if he did that and the actual food, right? Like,
Right.
ha ha ha. Just kidding. Here's
Yeah.
your food, right? But the fact that that's all he sent her, like, sir, you put more effort in putting all that crap and writing that no and begging that dog food than just making a fucking ham sandwich for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or tell me no. Just tell me honestly, just tell me no. Because if you give me dog food and I'm hungry and I can't eat, you better
Now I
sleep with
gotta
one eye open because
now I gotta eat those off-brand ruffles that he put in the bag. No.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
when she initially pulled out the what is cookies first or whatever it was, I was just like, okay, like maybe there's a sandwich that like he, that's his packaging, whatever. But as she kept unloading stuff, I was just like, sir, no. Like now you're just
2-day-old Chipotle.
Chipotle. That threw me over the edge. And then the dog food, I was like, done. Divorce court. I'm sorry.
Immediately.
Yeah,
No, because had it been him, she would have either stopped and gotten him something amazing to eat or packed him a
Mhm.
really good lunch. And like, why do you? I don't know. Like that dog food. Granted, it's a joke, and he put "you're my dog," but
Yeah.
I feel that's a sense of humiliating her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not down
1,000%.
for that. I'm not
Y'all,
down
that's
for
what I
that.
was thinking. I was like, come on, you're my man. And you know I have to work with these people. Like I'm in the teacher's lounge pulling out the stuff that my husband or boyfriend brought me. And now what do they think of my relationship? Yeah,
And the
no.
part that she totally posted that like video, did the whole video, posted it on
Mhm.
the internet. Like she came on here thinking that people were gonna be like, haha, your man's so funny, and she got quite the opposite reaction.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
saw the original video. We were talking about this before we jumped on the show. And
Yeah.
I saw the original video, and she really thought like people were gonna like, haha, my man's funny, or like he's so silly, what a silly goose. No, everybody was like, fuck no, dude, like that's wrong. Like no, nobody was down for it. And then so she came back and she did like no, we're great, blah 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 type, like it was just a joke type video. And
Mhm.
then again, people were like, no girl, your man does not like you. Like,
Yeah.
guys, did you see the video that her sister did?
No, I haven't.
No.
So now her sister did a rebuttal. Like everybody's chiming in, right? Her sister chimes in and says, what did she say? Like, oh, I was with him. Like we both just happened to be home at the same time. She lives
Mm-mm.
with him. They were home alone. She was with him. They thought it was a funny joke. That's how they joke with each other. And like, we just don't understand their relationship.
Then
If
then
that's
keep that relationship to your goddamn self.
exactly. If that's how they joke with each other at home, okay, that's fine. Because every relationship has their little things that other people don't understand. But don't put it on the internet.
And so, and the comments on the sisters, everybody's like, you and the husband are fucking.
Absolutely. Because
Double ruin her
why?
relationship.
You know what? She needs it.
Yeah.
She, for her own sake, she needs it. I don't understand why people keep being with people that don't like them.
Yeah,
Like he
exactly.
clearly does not respect you. He clearly does. It's different when it's like haha joke. I think to all of our point here, where haha, I'm just gonna pretend I got you this, but then I'm gonna give you a
Yeah.
real actual lunch. Okay, haha. But that's not haha. That he literally gave her that and said, "Do with that what you will," and left.
Mix the
Like,
kibble in with your 2-day-old Chipotle, ma'am.
Yeah.
Love of my life, here you go. Mother of my children, here you go.
as I laugh in the car with your sister, oh hell no.
No. I don't even believe the sister, to be honest with you.
Nope.
But we were also talking, okay, because now there's like a, she's not the first one to put this type of video where she puts she posts about her husband trying to make light of what he did and trying to make it seem funny, like, oh, look at what my husband did. And then the comments and everybody eats him up, like, your man does not like you, right? A lot of these are, which infuriate the shit out of me, are weddings And when the husbands shoved the bride's face in the cake, oh fuck no. Annulment right there. No.
Yeah.
She just spent hundreds of dollars on makeup, on the thousands maybe on the dress, on the hair, the makeup, the glamour, all of it. For you to humiliate her like that on your wedding and shove her face in the cake? No. Mm-mm. I hate those videos. I hate those husbands. And Marissa, we were talking about another one as well.
Yeah. So there's a lot of these, and I don't understand. Like, I get that, like, haha, we could joke around with each other, blah blah blah. But when it's something important, I don't understand where the joke comes in. So there's this other viral video going around where it's a husband wife. The wife is running a marathon, and the husband, as you know, it's a longer marathon, so they have to have snacks along the way. So they typically have one person that carries the snacks, and then that's their whole job, is to give the person that's running the marathon the snack, so that they, to get energized, all of that good stuff. This man ate the wife's snacks for the marathon. So she is now running the marathon with no snacks. She's pissed off, and he's recording her, and he's laughing because he thinks this is hilarious. I'm like, first of all, bless your heart for continuing to run, because I would have thrown hands immediately.
Marissa would have been arrested.
Immediately.
It would have been front page news. Runner
Absolutely.
just beat her husband's ass.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying most people don't even eat snacks while they're running a marathon. So obviously she knew she was the type of person that needed it. Well, they might have like those little chews or
those are the things. It's like they're like packs of like energy, like things that they use.
Oh, so it was like that
yes, there was those kinds of snacks. So she prepared it. He was on point to give it to her. They gave and he understood that he was on point to give her the snacks at the different stopping points, and he just ate them. He was like, oops, I ate them.
So all the electrolytes, everything she needed to the energy, all those, like the little sugar rushes and stuff that she needed to continue the race heat. I mean, she finished the race, and she did a video as well. Like, he's just like a follow-up video. Like, that's how we joke. Ladies, stop posting this shit.
Yeah.
Stop posting this. Obviously, you were pissed enough to like put him on, right? Because like, I don't know. Like, there has to be some sort of like passive aggressiveness behind that, right?
Yeah.
That they're posting their husbands on there. Like, it's not entirely funny, and I know deep down they don't think it. They know it's not funny because they didn't think it was funny at the moment. So it just wild to me.
And sometimes I think people post things because they know it's going to get a reaction out of other people.
Like,
so then, so I'm always curious as to, is this real or not? Like, is this real anger or not? Or did they already have this set up beforehand? Right. Because the dog food, I'm like, I wonder if she thought, oh, this will be a funny video. This will give us a lot of views. And then we can make like all of these rebuttals to it. So I don't know. The algorithm just cares that you have comments.
There's some that I absolutely think are rage bait, but I think there's some that think like, oh, haha, it's so funny with my husband. There was another girl that I just saw yesterday, and had I known this is what we're going to talk about, I would have like downloaded some of these videos for you guys to see, because you start getting angrier as you see these videos, right? She puts like, it's a video of her, but she's got it like little letters on the screen saying, my husband. I have to ask my husband permission every time I shower. If I don't tell him I'm gonna shower and he hears it, he gets upset, he gets upset is what she wrote. So she's like, she has the camera up, like facing her, like turning on the shower, and she's all like giggling, like ha ha ha, like he's gonna hear it, and then the husband, you just see him like 3 seconds later, like he hears the shower and you just see him at the door, but then he notices the camera's there and his whole demeanor changes. He's like, oh, what are you doing? Regardless if that's a joke or not, like, why do you need his permission to get in the fucking shower?
Well, also that's not funny. Like, not funny. I don't get the joke. Like, that's not funny.
No.
If I'm running a marathon and you're in charge of the snacks, and it's important to you because keep in mind, this is not just her. She went on a fucking jog. She trained for this, right? Like the people train for months sometimes for this. This is clearly important. I don't get the joke. And I don't understand how they think that it's going to be funny. I don't get it.
Just in society right now, like if I loved my husband and he wasn't really doing that to me, I'm sitting up there thinking, okay, somebody go ahead and put the number to a homeless shelter in her area. Not a homeless shelter, but a battered women's shelter in her area. If your husband have you like letting him know when you get in the shower, like people are gonna think that's abuse, like right off the bat.
Well, and then
Absolutely.
Or giving you dog food.
And then she made a rebuttal video about the shower saying, oh no, it's because we like to spend as much time together with each other. Like he likes to make sure, like he showers with me all the time. I'm like, girl,
Ew.
you need, like, use that as your alone time. Like get in there, lather that hair, like get stuff squeaky clean. He does not need to be in there for every fucking shower.
No, Erika, that sounds like a Dateline special, like in the making.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know I'm all fired up now. Look at me. These fucking videos just really like irk me. I lose my cool with these. Throwing brides in the pool, like there like so many of those too. Like people are walking like, or they get married by a pond or by a pool or something, and the husband shoves his wife, brand new wife, in her bridal, like all completely done in the pool. No, sir.
That's insane.
Annulment.
Immediately. But all right. I think lesson, Marissa? I think lesson of the night here is be with people that like you. Like bare minimum. Do not be with people that don't like you. All right. So it looks like regarding the video, Tia says, he went into the snack cabinet and emptied it out for her lunch. He couldn't send DoorDash. It was kind of crazy, but I don't think it was terrible. I'd appreciate the help. Airstream Queen, I'm not sure what that's relating to. There's a question, was it her Chipotle? And so if she's a teacher, why couldn't she eat in the cafeteria? Because cafeteria food is nasty. That's why.
And they don't let teachers eat in the cafeteria with the students, do they?
Unless they're like on duty or something. Because
I've never seen a teacher eat. Yeah, I've never seen a teacher eat like cafeteria food.
Yeah, they sometimes only have like a small amount of time to eat while their kids are out, like either in a different class or they're at lunch. But they also have to monitor the kids during lunch.
The kids. Yeah.
So they swap out.
Yeah, so Adam says he's making the sis filet mignon while he's sending her 2-day-old Chipotle. Fair. Maybe she didn't give him any lovin' that morning or the night before. I don't care. Don't give me dog food because now we're fighting. Like no, absolutely not.
If you're giving me freaking, even if it's my Chipotle that's 2 days old, you better believe I'm not giving you any shoulder shimmies. Because Lewis loves a shoulder shimmy. You're getting no shoulder shimmies, and you're getting divorce papers
immediately.
And I agree with Lewis about that New Orleans accent.
It's the best. Gerardo says the cake stuffers are the worst. How about the tortas that pack enough food to feed a construction site for their kids?
They love their man.
That's
their kids. Love. That's for their kids. Yeah, no. So have you guys seen these where they're packing like it looks like the kids going on like a 12-day drive. Like I don't for lunch, they're packing all these crazy stuff. So yes, I have seen those.
They're packing lunch for a 7-year-old, like that 7-year-old is a roofer.
Oh, yes. I got it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then they love their kids. Just trying to
at least that's love,
I'd bet overfeed me. I'm fine with that. Do not give me 2-day-old Chipotle with dog food because we're fighting. Overfeed me, I'm fine. Airstream Queen says, maybe these posts are cries for help or to use as proof in a divorce court. This was regarding the lunch video. It wasn't terrible. I would have thought it was funny and I would have just appreciated his help. Interesting. Okay. She could have gotten a tray to go. She couldn't order her own food. Listen, Lewis, if I got a man and he ain't doing shit and he's at home, he better bring me my damn lunch.
He's at home messing around with my sister.
He better
Come bring me.
He better bring me some damn lunch.
He can bring me some lunch. And Mickey,
Absolutely.
I hate it. I know how that must have felt when Marissa read that and we were all quiet. I'm sure we don't think you would be in a situation where
No.
you'd be abused, but it was just like, no, yeah, that's not funny to me. You know what? The most part that's not funny to me. I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. I've been with these kids all day.
Right?
I need something to eat. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So my ick is not like as controversial as this, which is going to be kind of funny, lighthearted before we get into the documentary, right? Where we're going to lose our shit all over again. But this girl, again, people post on the internet and they want people's feedback, right? Like,
Okay.
tell me what dress I should wear or how does this look? And like, you got to be prepared for what people are going to say on the internet, right? Because some of this shit is wild. But this girl, I was just like, it was the ick, the eek, the ew, all of it.
I'm going on a work trip next week and I'm naturally planning out my outfits and I need you to please tell me, am I just getting to the point in the night where I'm like delusional and should just like quit while I'm ahead? Let me tell you the situation. I bought this dress. It's a little bit, the length is like just a little bit too short for me to be like walking around and feel just comfortable. And so I added this little skirt that I have underneath it just to give it the smallest bit of length. Is this, look at the shoes. I would put long socks on. Is this look okay? Is this kind of cute? Like it's like bordering on like, ooh, that's kind of cute. Or is it just like, you shouldn't leave the house like that. Please don't spare my feelings. Please just tell me I need to know.
For a work trip. Guys, like, she has to know that's not right. That doesn't look cute. It's not professional.
And what was the bandana ascot like at the top? Like, take that off.
Just the whole thing. Just put it away. Just the whole thing.
I'm going to say this. I didn't particularly like the dress, but the dress and a little underskirt, if she wanted to wear that, okay. But to put that little bandana on it with some dirty tennis shoes, I just, no.
But that dress and that for a work trip, Jen?
Not for a work trip.
That's like if you're going to the farmer's market or you're living in a little house on the prairie, like
Listen, whatever your vibe is on your own personal time, that's great. But don't bring that, like, just
don't do that.
Keep it professional. Like, you don't have to do the most. I don't understand the little bandana ascot with the weird shoes and
she said she's gonna put socks on with that. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
So let me read you guys some of these comments because people I fucking love.
Oh wait, Erika, hold on. Where does she work? Do you know?
No, she doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So American Girl, the brand, replied to her video and they write, yes, it's appropriate if you're interviewing to work at one of our stores.
There you go.
She did look like a prairie.
And then the second comment right on that video, Jen, is exactly your question. What made you put the bandana on your neck like that? And then another person puts, do you want to show us the rest of your outfits just to be safe?
I feel like we can't trust her putting anything together.
No.
And then somebody writes, it's giving flirting with the founding fathers. Somebody put, you should extinguish the candles and go to bed and look at it with fresh eyes in the morning. That's fucking hilarious. And then the next one is when you have work till 5, but you need to catch the Mayflower by 6.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's giving employee of the month 1897.
Yeah.
And then somebody writes, the scarf says, I got most of my badges and can tie ropes under pressure. And the dress says, I lost my husband on the Oregon Trail and just buried my third child to Deprecia. So I think it works. And then there was one that I'm not going to read all of them, but there was one that said, or a couple, I should say, because I had to look it up. We're saying it gives very berries and cream. I'm like, what the fuck is berries and cream? And somebody linked it. Guys, this is so funny.
You tried these new berries and cream Starburst? Pardon me. What kind of Starburst did you just say? Berries. Berries? Berries and what else? And cream. Oh! Oh! Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, she was matching the long socks and everything.
Yes, and she was gonna put some long socks on with that too, especially. But y'all, she does. That does look like a porridge eating outfit.
The whole outfit cost 6 pence.
10 cents, 3 shillings.
That is insane.
So yeah, I thought that I was just like, come on, people. Like, I mean, but she did ask the internet to be completely ruthless, and they were. And I, some people I'm just like, don't do this to yourself, and they do, but it gives me giggles at night.
Listen, but to Marissa's point, if you are going on if you're going for a work thing, right? And you have to put something underneath your dress to make sure it's long enough, it's probably just not the right dress.
Exactly.
It's not the right dress. All right, you guys. Oh my God. Did you see what I just peeked real quick and saw Chappie's? You found one of my early acting performances.
Oh, Chappie.
Oh, I'm dying. That was hilarious. All right, guys. So let's get into what we gave everybody homework this week.
We did.
I blasted it, or not blasted, but I put it on our social medias, kept telling people to watch it, that we were going to discuss it. Jen did promote it on her shows on her Through the Hard Way and the Culture show today. She's been telling everybody about it. So we've been pushing everybody to watch this show because this documentary. It is fucking diabolical, guys. Diabolical. So if you have not seen it, and we were talking about Unknown Caller on Netflix is what we're going to start talking about. If you have not seen it, we're going to give spoilers. So you might want to catch us later, or you might be like me because I knew the ending and I still saw I still went and saw the documentary. So how did you hear about it, Jen?
I am an avid Netflix watcher. Okay, so I was just, scrolling through. Y'all, it's just fun for me it is as much fun for me to figure out what I'm going to watch as watching a video. So I scrolled through and I watched the preview and I was like, oh, okay. I love a catfish story. Because I'm thinking, how can the people that are getting catfish be that easily manipulated? And what is the psychology of a catfish that you can just walk around hurting people like that? So this had everything in it for me.
Okay.
Right. And so I had seen on TikTok people, you know how they kind of rehash stuff or whatever, right? And then it people start making, like, talking about the documentary, and we're like, what the fuck? And then so that's how I heard about it, and then that's how I know like what happened throughout. So we're not gonna we're gonna give you spoilers, but not until like towards the end of what happened with this. And then I made Marissa watch it. I gave her homework.
Yeah.
Marissa, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Did you watch it with the boys or by yourself?
I watched it by myself.
Oh, okay.
And then I made the boys watch it because I was like, I can't go down this crazy spiral by myself.
Right.
So I dragged my kids along for the ride.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what'd you give it?
Like for just
the story.
10 being good,
10 being the entertaining, like the most entertaining, or like a wild ride.
9 because it was crazy.
Yeah.
And me obviously having children at that age group, and I was livid. But then you go down the rabbit holes, right? Because of course my FBI agent is working double time, and then they started giving me all of the content because I think people from the documentary started making a lot of posts and giving their takes, and a bunch of like old, I guess, publishings that had come up with the story started to come up and started to resurface. So I started getting all of that content once I saw the show.
Yeah. Oh.
So so like I said, I saw those videos. Then there was one talking about the article that came out way before the documentary. So I went and I read the article, and then it just so happened that the next day my sister was like, "Did you hear about a known number?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I just read the article. Like I saw the TikToks, I read the article." She's like, "You have to see the documentary." She's like, "I saw it last night. It's wild." So I saw it and I'm just like, I cannot, like, this is so wild. So let's get into it, guys. So I'm gonna because of course, like, none of us sat there and took absolute notes of
Yeah.
how the documentary went. I'm gonna kind of go along with the timeline of the article that I found or that was connected. You guys could find, if you want the article, send me a DM or a text or whatever on a lot of you guys have my phone number, but those who don't, DM me on Instagram and I'll send it to you because it gives a lot more detail than the documentary.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of you guys who don't know, this is a story about two 13-year-olds that started getting these vicious bullying texts, and it lasted for 2 years, and they progressively got worse as it went on, right? So one afternoon in January 2022, the parents of two freshmen at Beale City High School in central Michigan gathered in the principal's office. They were there to discuss the texts, vicious anonymous messages flooding the phones of their children, Ashley Lakari and Owen McKinney, sometimes 30 a day. The messages would arrive at any hour and no one knew who was sending them. So again, the basis of the whole documentary, right? So guys, and these are the kids. For context, let's put their little, I took a picture of them on the documentary, but this is how little these kids are, okay, when this is happening to them.
Yeah.
They're in 7th grade, I believe, right? Like
They met when they were 12.
Which a lot of people were like, how crazy that they're dating at 13. Well, in this article, it also explains that the kids, it's a small town. They start dating early. The little boy's parents started dating when they were 13.
Yeah.
And, so, like, I guess they don't really see anything wrong with it dating that young over there,
But
right?
I think also one thing to note here is that it is a very small town. That it's that kind of town where everybody knows everybody, right? Like all the parents know each other, all the parents are involved. Like it's a very small, to the point where they have elementary, middle, and high school in the same building.
Yeah.
Because it's so little.
That kind of small.
They all have one, they all have the one school that they go to. In the documentary, they talk about like how the only thing that people talk, like the whole freaking town revolves around that school. They gossip about it. They do stuff about it. Like the parents are very like involved because there's fucking nothing else for them to do. All the kids are in sports. Like they have to do stuff because there's nothing else for them to do in that little town, right?
Yeah.
So so they started dating when they were 13, and the messages started one year when they were going to go to one of like the popular families in town throws a Halloween party every year. And so they say everybody was invited, but the little girl wasn't invited. So the boyfriend was like, "Yes, you are invited. You're going to come with me." So takes Ashley. Owen makes Ashley go with her, right? So then a week before that, that's when they start getting the bullying texts. So it starts hold on. The first one is like nobody likes you, sending it to the little girl, and to him like, nobody likes you, you're not going to be involved, whatever. So it's a couple texts, and then it goes silent for a year. But all of a sudden, when they get into high school, it starts picking up again. But not only does it start picking up, it starts like horrible text, like
Vicious.
vicious, telling the little
Mhm.
girl, Owen doesn't love you. I'm sucking his dick. He wants to come on me. Like all like gross,
You're
gross
skinny,
stuff.
anorexic, flat, but like just
Mhm.
ugly,
Yeah.
all about things. She's gonna do with Owen, and all of the things that Owen is supposed to do to her. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
horrible.
the article says the bully described in detail the sexual moves that they would do with him. One
Yeah.
message included a homecoming photo of Ashley with the vomiting emoji plastered all over her face and the word skank and hoe plastered in red on her all over her body. So stuff like that, right? So finally, they get the parents involved, right? They tell the parents, and so the parents start like, what the heck is going on with this? And start going to the school,
Mhm.
right? They go to the principal, and he's just like, I can't believe, like the texts were so crazy, or that they're getting, that they're like, and they're coming in like 5, 6, sometimes 30. I think one of the dad, I think Owen's dad said one day there was like 60 that came in
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
night, like just a crazy amount, right? So the parents go and talk to, oh, wait, but before we get to that part, I do want to talk at this point that the parents of Owen and Ashley are now like really involved
Mhm.
with each other. They go to, like, they travel together because of the sports and the like championship games or whatever stuff that they have to do to travel for sports. They travel together. They, during COVID, they also were part of each other's like COVID bubble,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
they just have like really intermeshed their families over these two little 13-year-olds dating. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they're both in there. They're fighting with the principal, trying to get him to like do something, and he's like, "This is wild. I don't know." They reached out to the superintendent. So,
But Erica, do you
huh?
remember the principal made the suggestion, why don't you get the kids different phones, or like different phone numbers?
Mhm.
Wouldn't that make sense? Okay, well go
Y-
ahead.
No, good point, because I totally forgot about that. Yes, he did tell him, like, why don't you change their numbers? And they said, because we're trying to catch the person. Like, we
Well,
want.
I think the premise was that it was clearly someone that knew them.
Mhm.
So changing the number wasn't gonna solve the issue because it was someone that was there and was around them, because some of the text had very specific stuff about the games or the travel or things like that. Like they knew it was someone that knew them, so it wouldn't solve the issue. It
Okay.
was the premise of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Still doesn't make sense to me because listen, if I change your phone number and you only 3 people have your phone number, it's one of the 3 people you gave your phone number
Right,
to.
right, right,
You know
Yeah.
right.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I would have absolutely changed the number as well.
yeah,
Like, that's crazy that they didn't. And the parents also said that, like, he needs to get in contact with like their coaches and this and that. Like, the parents just, I don't know why they didn't do it. They fucked up big time not doing that. But
Well, I
yeah.
think it's also because it's such a small town that they're all involved with each other, that they're like,
mhm.
it's got to be someone that's here and they can't stop communication. So that's not going to solve the issue. Let's catch the person, is what
Okay.
Yeah.
I gathered.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
the article goes on, which is again following the timeline of the documentary. The texters seemed to know a lot about what Ashley and Owen were doing at school. They knew what shirt Ashley was wearing on any given day, how many basketball points she scored. The bully knew Owen had removed a phone case Ashley gave him as a gift. And so it just like they very specific details that they were putting in these texts, that now at this point, okay, well, they went to, I before, let me backtrack real quick. When they went to the principal and the superintendent, they
Mhm.
are now watching all these kids, right? Like, Lauren, as soon as, or Ashley, Lauren, as soon as you get like a text, let us know, and we will why do I keep calling, oh, because in the article, I'm sorry, in the article the little girl was underage, and so they refer to her as Ashley,
Okay.
but her real name is Lauren. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So that's where I was getting mixed up. I'm sorry.
You know what? When I was watching it, I was confused too. But okay, that makes sense
Okay,
now.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So the article was protecting her because it had just like they wrote about it when it had just happened, and now she's 18, so the doc uses her real name or whatever, right? But at that point she was 13, so they were calling her Ashley here, but her real name's Lauren.
Mhm.
So anyhow, Lauren Now I fucking forgot what I was saying.
The superintendents were telling
like,
Lauren.
every time you get a text, let us know. Like, and they were watching. Like, if she just got one, who's on their phone? Like they
Okay,
like the survey. They're trying to like put this crazy surveillance that was just like, how are you gonna catch? Like, it was a dumb fucking solve. Honestly, again.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they
So-
were saying we will say stuff in front of certain people, and if
Mhm.
it comes back in the messages, we'll know.
Mhm.
You know, and then it just keeps getting worse, and they're not really like helping. So the parents are spiraling. They're you know, they're scared that the kids are gonna take their life. Well, they're not really in so much Owen as Lauren, right? They're worried that Lauren is like might hurt herself because hers were really horrible. Hers are like, kill yourself, you're skinny, you're anorexic, nobody likes you, you're ugly, you're like, they were super
Mhm.
vicious to her. So when they went and they talked to the principal superintendent, most of the time the person doing the talking was Owen's mom,
Mhm.
right? Because Kendra was always crying and like a hot mess, which is Lauren's mom is Kendra. So anyhow, they at this point, guys, it's gotten so out of hand. Nobody's really like trying to help to figure out who it is. That now their fingers are pointing everywhere to everybody. So they start pointing at this one kid named Chloe, who was her parents are the popular family that throws the Halloween parties, because her and Owen kind of had little crushes on each other, but they and she didn't like Lauren.
Mhm.
She's a known bully. She's the known
Yeah,
bully. She's, you know,
she's a mean girl.
she is, and
Yeah.
even Owen says it on the documentary. Like, she's done a lot of nice, not nice things, and so yeah,
Mhm.
it would be like it. We would think it was her. So it's her and like her little group of friends that they think are the ones behind it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
So like now Owen's mom is confronting the little girl, like pretending she's Owen, and she's on the phone. She's like, just tell me if it's you. And so like they just start spiraling and doing crazy shit, right? Because they're
Mhm.
trying to figure out who the F is doing this. Then then Chloe's parents, Chloe is the bully, by the way, guys, that they're pointing the finger at. Her parents, her dad's and that's another thing I don't understand. Her dad was a police officer. How come
Mhm.
he's not getting more involved? If you're blaming my like the daughter, you know, he eventually, after like months of like fighting and like blaming Chloe and all that, takes her phone and they did a search and it was
yeah, they did a
not
data dump and
yeah.
couldn't find anything.
And they also did a data down on Lauren because they thought maybe Lauren was doing this to herself for
So
attention,
yeah,
right? Like she was
Yeah.
pretending she was getting these. But no, they found out she was clean too, right? So now Chloe's blaming another girl, which happens to be Owen's
little
Cousin.
cousin.
Owen's
Mhm.
little cousin, because they got in a tiff. So now like everybody's blaming each other. The whole school is falling apart.
Well, you could tell it's one of those very small towns that
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that happens, and like it
everybody
all
knows
unraveled.
everybody and knows
And
everybody's business.
everybody's exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
So I think the final push to get somebody else involved was that Owen's mom was like, "You guys aren't doing anything. I'm taking it to the news.
Mhm.
Like, you're not helping us. These are getting worse. These children, like, we're really worried that Lauren's gonna take her life. Like, we've got to do more." So the I think they got in the sheriff involved at this time.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
that's when they got him
No,
involved at
no.
this.
They had already gotten him involved at this
yeah,
Okay.
point.
they got him involved early on. It
I
was just
think
it was so much he can do because the sheriff wasn't gonna let him take everybody's phones and go through everybody's phones.
exactly. Yeah.
Um,
So
and the sheriff then turned around and got a computer forensic
An
person,
FBI,
an FBI
forensic analyst. Mhm.
involved, right? So now he's involved, and so now he's pulling like data from all the phones and like the pings. And I don't know who wants to break the news to everybody.
Go ahead, Jen.
okay, so come to find out, the person that was cyberbullying these kids was Lowe's mother,
Lauren's mom, the
Lauren's
little
mom.
girl's mom.
The little girl's mom was doing this to the kids.
For 2 years, relentlessly. For 2 years.
And if you could just see some of the things that she was saying to her own daughter. And y'all, let me tell you what I think. The only reason that would even make sense. She really is jealous and hates her daughter. Like, I
Absolutely.
know that people were saying that, she might have a crush on the boyfriend. But I think
Oh,
her
absolutely.
crush on the boyfriend, and she probably could have, and I could be wrong about this,
Mhm.
but I think her crush on the boyfriend really extended to the fact that the daughter had something she didn't have. Almost like, I'm just trying to go after your boyfriend because I really secretly hate you
Well,
as much as I love you.
so people remember the cousin says
Mhm.
on the documentary that she would do anything for attention.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
Kendra's cousin talks and she's like, she always does stuff. She's always trying to get everybody's attention. And she did in the article, they did say that she was so like she was a transplant from she was not from that little town.
Mhm.
She
Right.
met her husband's from that little town, but she met him when they were in college. So when they moved back, she was trying to like fit in and be part of the in crowd, but these people have been there like generations, right? So there's
Mhm.
already a hierarchy that's set. And so she was that's why she was like pushing her daughter so much to be involved in all these things, and she was always
Yeah.
involved in like the coaching and
Yeah,
the
she would coach the teams.
and she would
Yeah.
not only her daughter's teams, she started
Other
getting
teams.
involved in Owen's.
Yeah.
She was a coach for Owen's team. She was following Owen to his championship games even after they broke up. And that's why
Mhm.
people think that she was probably in love with the little boy.
But also the text. I mean, I'm sorry, but there
You know,
is no reason why I do think that my personal 2 cents is I think she saw her daughter as competition. I think she was in love with this little boy. And I think she saw her as competition. And I think to your point, Error, is that she was using her daughter to try to fit in and get in because they weren't letting her in.
Mm-hmm.
Like she wasn't, and if you look at the documentary, I mean, not to be mean, but she's these are like very
yeah,
posh
no.
ladies and she's a little funky looking. She's a little
Yeah,
weird.
she is
She's a
she is
little weirdo.
very weird looking.
Yeah. So
Somebody had a picture of her next to Quasimodo.
I did see
Yeah.
a
I
lot of
did
She
see
has
people
that.
those
call it
Quasimodo
Quasimodo.
eyes.
She does.
But yeah,
But
okay. But Marissa, do you think she started off liking the little boy? Or do
yes.
you think she was intentionally doing it just to really?
No,
Okay.
I think she because I think I saw the article when they were dating, she would try to get close to this little boy. Like extremely close to the point where she was like cutting up his food and trying to feed him.
Yeah, he says that, and then she's like would tell Lauren what to write, like text him this, text him that. A
Mhm.
little friend of Lauren's even saw her grab the phone, like Lauren's phone, and text Owen, "I love you,"
Mhm.
pretending to be the
Oh,
daughter. But guys, so that's not okay. So forensics finds out that it's the fucking mom, and everybody like when they're people kind of have brought it up to the sheriff and to the
Mhm.
superintendent, and people were just not like they're like it possibly could be Kendra, and they're like no way it's Kendra. Everybody kept
yeah.
like, why would a mom do that to her child? Why would a mom do
Yeah.
that to her child? And then when the forensics and all that came back and they figured out it was her, they're like, we need to go, right? So
Mhm.
this scene in the documentary is so infuriating. So they go and they get to the house and they're like, "We're here to talk to you about some stuff." And she knows. I think she knows the gig is up.
Mhm.
Um and at that so she goes they're like, "Is Lauren home?" And she said, "Yes." They said, "Put her in tell her to go outside or put her in a room or whatever." Who else is here? She said, "Nobody." So they go inside the house and they tell her, "We we're doing going through the phone logs, and your phone is like keeps pinging, your IP address keeps pinging,
Mhm.
and we think it's you." And she did not confirm but she didn't deny
Right.
either in the documentary, right?
She acted shocked. She was like, "What?"
No, like
Yeah.
no,
What?
no. Oh, she was like, no, no. And then she just starts giving details. Like at
Mhm.
first it wasn't like the first texts weren't those. Like I don't understand how she kind of like said it was her without her saying it was her, but she did.
Because he asked her motivation, like, are you in love with this little boy? And she
Mhm.
was like, no, it's not that. So
Mhm.
that was basically her way of.
So
But ladies, I wanted
oh,
to ask y'all a question. So now that we know it
wait,
was
hold on. Before we
okay.
get into that, because I want to talk about the scene where they get Lauren in the room to
Oh,
tell
okay.
Lauren.
Mhm.
This is the part that infuriated me. So then the police officers say, we need to get your husband and we need to talk to Lauren. So they put the husband. No, first they tell Lauren, or was the husband on the phone? No.
No, they tell her that she needs to call the husband.
Oh yeah.
And so they call, and
And
so
the
they bring
daughter
in
in there, yeah.
Lauren, and then they tell her, and the husband is on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they tell Lauren without another parent being present that it's
Mhm.
her mom, and then they tell her while the mom is sitting right next to her, like, get the mom out of the fucking room. And the mom is like sitting there holding her and like grabbing her, holding her hand, and like she looks like, I don't think she got it at first. What do you guys think about that scene?
I think she knew.
No, I
You
think
she
that
knew?
I think that I don't think she knew, but I think that she wasn't surprised that her mother was capable of doing something like that.
I don't think she knew for sure, but I think she had that inkling of like, this is my mom, because she didn't look surprised
Yeah.
at all.
There
And
was like
different
no
people
emotion.
process. But the fact that there was no like, what the hell, like this, that, like, I think she was just like processing, and then she started crying. But it
Yeah.
wasn't like a, what the hell, why'd you do this, da da da. It was it like hit her, and then she started
Yeah.
crying at some point. And that's when the mom was trying to like, was hugging her and like coddling, like tapping her on the head and hugging her and all of these things. But I think deep down she knew something was off, and I think she
Yeah.
thought, could this be my mom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're right, Marissa. I didn't think of that. I was just like, she had like no emotion. Like, I don't know if she knew, like, I didn't know if she thought it was her mom at first. Like, she was so
Mhm.
shocked, like, no, right? Because at first, when they said it was the mom, like, I've seen like reaction videos to this, right? People are like, oh, somebody was using the mom's number, or like
Mhm.
somebody like was framing the mom. And
Mhm.
no, like, it was the mom. But then the dad gets there, and the best, I mean, he could have been a little more mad, but he was like, get your shit and go.
Right,
Like,
exactly. He was
So-
But he
like
also
in
had
front of the
cops.
sheriff's office, like, she needs to go before y'all leave because something might happen.
yeah.
And then our daughter is
Yeah.
basically going to be in care.
Mhm.
But okay, guys, this is what I wanted to ask y'all.
Mhm.
When they revealed it was her, before they revealed who it was, who did y'all think it was?
Well, I already knew because I had read the article
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
that's
saw the
right.
TikTok. So I
I didn't, but I thought it was Chloe.
You thought it was Chloe.
I thought it was Chloe.
Which one was Chloe?
the bully,
The bully.
girl.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I did.
I thought it was one of the dads.
You
Oh.
thought it was a dad? Why?
I thought it was one of the dads because I'm thinking, I just couldn't imagine like a mom talking about her daughter to her daughter like that
Like, kill
because
yourself,
it was so
right?
no, the sexual
The
stuff.
sexual stuff.
Oh.
The sexual stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's one of the dads, like just being perverted. No, it was one of the moms being perverted. So yeah, that it shocked me.
No, I thought it was Chloe because, I mean, when you guys, if you haven't seen the documentary, you can tell she's a bully, and you can tell she's very brash and she's very like, you know, and the fact, and I'm sorry, but the fact that she was crying, oh, she missed out on some very important years. She's not the one getting texted every day getting told all these horrific things.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
stop
but
it.
well,
Yeah.
I do need, there's a part in it where they talk about Chloe in here. And so like things did get pretty bad for Chloe as well. Like, I mean, not defending her because of course I mean, I am defending her, but I'm not. Like, she has that reputation because she was not nice to kids, right? Because she bullied
Exactly.
kids.
Right.
But yeah, oh dang, you guys, there's so much in the article. Like, I was gonna read you guys parts of it, but it's just so fucking long, honestly, that it would take
Yeah, yeah.
like 2 shows. It would take
But
2 shows to go through all of this. But yeah, Chloe pretty much was like, The whole town was also like speculating on her. So like it wasn't like easy breezy for her as well.
But it's also because of what she's done. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not just because like, oh, we all turned around and said, let's pick on her. It's because she's been vicious
Even
to
her
other
own
kids.
parents thought she was capable of doing that.
Exactly. So, but I will say one of the things that we didn't touch base on, and this is why I truly think that the mom, Kendra, was in love with Owen, is because at some point these kids break up, and at some point Owen starts dating someone from a different town.
Touch on this.
Starts dating a little girl from a different town, and then that girl and her family start getting all of these texts and makes them break up. That's where I was like, okay, this is not, I envy my daughter. This is like, you're obsessed with that little boy.
And I'm sorry, I have to put up the picture one more time because this is what that little boy looks like.
He's a child.
That's so disgusting. That's so disgusting to be sending him these sexual texts like that. Look at, like, my God, I don't know how I can't, how a mother would do that. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I also have to inquire, guys. If you guys saw the documentary, maybe you're gonna be like me, but like when they go and confront Kendra in their house, what's up with that table and all those bottles of alcohol?
I was like, dang.
I'm like, were they about to have a party or did they just have a party?
The dining table littered with bottles of alcohol.
Yeah.
But another thing we didn't touch about, and also, like, again, I'm telling you guys, this article is so long that I can't go through everything, but there's so much that we didn't touch on. Kendra was part of she got fired from multiple jobs. She was lying to her husband. They were in financial debt. She kept moving them because she was making up all these stories. She told them that she was like getting, like, her debit card was hacked, that her bank account was hacked, that this house was falling apart, so they're going to move into this house. And I just don't understand how the husband doesn't question it. In the story, they talk about how the husband wasn't that, like, he kind of let her handle the whole texting thing. And in the documentary, he makes it seem like he was involved and like helping try to figure out what was going on. But in the story, in the article, they say like he was shocked to hear some of the stuff when they first
I think he wasn't. Yeah.
I don't think he was involved. I think he, but I think it does touch on it. And again, please go, if you have not seen the documentary, please go look at it and please look at the article. But he honestly, even in the documentary, he seems like he's one of those that's just disconnected.
Yeah.
Where he's like, she's got it, and I'm just, like, I'm not that involved as a parent. So, and I think there was also said that Kendra was telling him, I got it. Like, every time he would ask or try to get involved, that Kendra would tell him, no, I'm working with Owen's mom. And because they were doing all of these other things, that he was like, okay, well, they got it.
When they did, were they still receiving texts after they broke up, right? Both of them. So I'm like, they broke up and she's still texting both of them. It was almost like she just likes terrorizing children.
Yeah, no, and they got progressively worse towards her daughter after the breakup.
Yeah,
like it's just crazy. Like she might like him, but she also hates her daughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like in the article, they were also saying, I found the part about Chloe that so Kendra was also very involved with her daughter, right? Like she was all over her like activities. She was always at the school. She was always there. Yeah. So she learned like Chloe's like speech patterns and her words and stuff like that, picked up on them, and she would text sounding like send these texts sounding like Chloe. She created a Snapchat that looked like to make it seem like it was Chloe. She knew she was doing wrong because she's trying to pinpoint like
the blame on someone,
little girl, right?
Yeah.
And then
I bet when they got the FBI involved, she was like, oops, let me figure out how I can make this look like it's somebody else.
Chloe and her family even like went out of town, and because she had that pinger or whatever, like she knew where they were going to be located, she made one of the texts seem like it was coming from that little town that they were staying
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So she did, like, people say, like, because I've seen other people talk about this and say that maybe she was like disassociated, she had different personalities, she know what she was
She knew what she
doing.
was doing.
But I'm sorry, I think a lot of like this, doing things like this, there's motive.
Yeah.
It's also premeditation. Like, she knew what she
Yeah.
was doing. This is not, there's a split, there's some definitely mental issues with her 100%.
Mhm.
But I think it's much more than that. And we're not asking the right questions because, the people that are thinking that, like, I get it, but she is deliberately trying to frame a little girl.
Mhm.
She's deliberately telling her own daughter to take her life,
Right.
to kill
Right.
herself, and then comforting her.
Right. Right. That's what I'm
That's
talking
so
about.
crazy. Like, your little girl sitting there crying,
That's
and
so
her eyes
evil.
out, her heart out, and you're there holding her and coddling her when you're the one, and then you like walk away and you send her a "go kill yourself" text. Ma'am,
Mhm.
crazy issues.
Crazy.
I mean,
So
even during holidays and everything, the messages wouldn't stop. So that's crazy. Like, I don't think she likes her daughter. I think the daughter needs
No,
to
not
stay
at all.
away.
And then she was taking pictures and would mess with the kids with the pictures, which was
Mhm.
making it like even crazier because it's like whoever this is like
It's
really
close.
in your lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
so like a lot of people were saying like because when they were trying to figure out who it was, a lot of the conversations that people were having, like, see, like, they would say certain things to one person to see if it was
Mhm.
them, or say certain things to this person to see if it was them. She in the documentary they don't really touch on that, because I'm like, how was she getting this information, right? Like,
Yeah.
how did she
Mhm.
know these private conversations going on? But in the article they talk about how Lauren had really like she was kind of always an outsider within like Chloe and these popular people that she was on the team with,
Yeah.
but that she was always on her phone texting her mom. So I think she was on the phone giving her mom play-by-play of like these conversations that were happening. So the mom is
Oh.
getting this information and using it,
Mhm.
like knowing that this person did this or that person did that. Because she got fired, she would hang out like in the parking lot. She would show up at school and just say like, I'm just here checking on her because I think she's gonna do something to herself.
Yeah.
And then she really started like interfering and asking more questions about the investigation.
Investigation.
So
Yeah.
Mhm.
so what have you found out? What have you done here? And like, when initially the forensic FBI person jumped in to help, he kept emailing her and she wouldn't respond. Um, she didn't respond for a long time. So finally, no, I'm sorry. She didn't respond for 2 days. But like, if somebody's doing that to your kid, you're picking up right away, right? If somebody's trying to help, but it was 2 days of silence. So then he
Yeah.
finally talked to her, and that like she was pretending to be like the sad, nervous mother, right? About
Mhm.
what's happening, and then she starts like asking him like, okay, well, what did you do now? Like, like, give me the steps. Now you've looked into this, you've investigated this. What are you going to investigate next? Because she was trying to
Mhm.
stay ahead of whatever bullshit she was doing.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's
Yep.
what and I know they were saying that they diagnosed her with having that Munchausen syndrome, but I
Yeah.
don't believe it. I don't believe it. I
Well,
don't believe that's a great like diagnosis for what she has and what
no,
she was.
I think the daughter is by proxy, where because she still wants to talk to the mom and she still wants to have a relationship with her and all of these things. But yeah, no, the mom definitely has something psychological, and I'm shocked, and I think Tia put this in the chat earlier, of why did she not get charged with some sort of child molestation,
Yes,
like some sort, because these kids were underage, and the things that she was saying
saying to them.
to this little boy are just beyond.
So
She only spent 18 months in jail. She
yep.
spent the same amount of time in jail that she spent terrorizing 2 kids. She should have at least got 2 counts
And the charges
of
were
18
for
months.
like felony stalking,
Yes,
was
it
it?
should have been for
Mhm.
child abuse.
For sexual
Yep.
assault, like that sexual assault on a little, like on a
Yes,
minor. That's
Yep.
crazy. She did not get enough time. She should have
she
been
did
in there
not.
longer. And so it ends with like Lauren talking about her mom and like, I love my mom. I do have a relationship with her, blah blah blah. But that was like kind of because the mom wasn't allowed contact with her for a little bit, but then she was like they were emailing when she was in jail.
Yeah.
When the mom was released, she's had no contact with her mom for like 2 years. Like now that she's 18, like she's now understanding and seeing she's had zero contact with her mom.
But
She
even in the movie, I didn't feel like she gave enough weight to what her mother actually did in her life. But maybe she feels that, but I feel like she didn't express that to
Well,
us.
I think that's what they're saying though, that the Netflix documentary was edited to look that way, but that's
okay.
not actually what happened. I think what from what I've seen is that what she the edits, because you could tell, and you can tell in the documentary as well, like she's visibly smaller, like her face, her facial
Yeah.
like she's visibly younger. And then when she is a little bit older, you could tell that, I think it's just hard. That's your mom. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's hard to recollect what that means. And it's going to be hard to try to rebuild a relationship with her, especially because the mom is consistently reaching out and wanting to reconnect with her. Like that's, I don't know. It's got to
Yeah,
be
that's your
such a tough
enemy.
situation.
That's your enemy. That's your main op right there.
Exactly.
My thing is like, why did the dad not pull Lauren out of that little town and move elsewhere?
Oh, they're still there.
I know, yeah.
No, I'm asking. They're still there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Paper wants to know what state it's in.
Michigan.
Michigan.
The little town is called Beale. But like, I'm sorry, after all that, like I would have gotten she needs the little girl of course needs therapy, but she needs to get out of this town. She needs to get out of people whispering about her, talking about her mom, about the situation, because of course, like people weren't they weren't comforting her after they found out. They weren't there trying to be her friend and trying to like feeling bad for this little girl, because everybody was pointing fingers at everybody. As a matter of fact, Chloe's parents, the bully's parents, did a Halloween party and the mom dressed up like Kendra, like in a prison outfit with her face on a mask, and then she had like these octopus arms with a bunch of phones on it. That's not, of course, not in the documentary, but that's like of people giving out information about what's happened afterwards. So now she just got finished being bullied by the mom. Now all the town's gonna bully this little girl.
Yeah.
Like, sir, I would have gotten my daughter and gotten the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I think it's also, I mean, it's tough because I don't think he has the means, because I think they lost everything. Like they lost their house, like Kendra, like made them lost their home. Like I don't think he has the I think he's in so much debt that he doesn't have the financial means.
Yeah.
To do
whatever makes those catfish psychopathic and crazy is the same thing that exists in her. And the fact that she would do it to the people she lives with. Like
her daughter that she birthed, not even lived with, birthed. She carried and birthed this person.
Yeah, and her husband. I mean, all of the financial wreckage she put him through. That's what I mean. Like you have to hate people to do that to them. But it was a good show. Highly recommend.
We kind of were a little scatterbrained on it. No, we kind of followed it, but
no, you followed it through the article.
Yeah, but the article definitely has a lot more details. Again, if you guys want it, let me know. I'll send it over to you. But it is, I was so infuriated with that. I was so infuriated with the way they told the little girl, the mom being there, the dad not being there, just like all of it. I just thought it was gross. Because of course the article doesn't tell you that the parent, like when they break it down to Lauren, the mom's in the room hugging her and holding her. Like you don't see it, and when you see it, like I got a visceral reaction. Like I have never wanted to strangle anybody so much in my life.
It's insane. Definitely a good watch. Go watch it and then go find the articles. There's a lot of posts from the people from that town that have made where all of this information has now come out of like the life after everything kind of exploded. So definitely let us know. We'll come back next week and you can let us know if you watched it and any of your takes, or if something else comes
it was good
across.
It was good. All right, guys. So that is it. We've wrapped up this story. I've got to let it go now. But of course, you know that my phone is going to be like filled because we're talking about it. I'm going to get a bunch of TikToks and reels and shit about it. And I'll keep going down this wormhole until I've just put out.
Same.
All right, guys. So that is it for us. We went we went 15 minutes over. Oops, sorry. Our bad. I just noticed the time. But thank you guys so much for hanging in here for this hour and 15 minutes with us, spiraling with us on husbands who hate their wife, mothers that hate their children.
Yeah, thank y'all for letting me be here. I love this conversation.
Thank you, Jen, for hanging out with us. We truly appreciate you, and we got to do this more often.
Absolutely. Jen, love you. Thank you so much for hopping on. I know I had put it out there in Kendall's show. I'm like, who's watched this? I'm like, we're going to talk about it. Does anybody want to hop on? Jen was like, I will. And I was like, yes, let's do this. So yes, thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate it. Love you. And we will, where can they catch you, Jen?
Oh, they can catch me on Thursdays on Station Head. I have a show called The Culture by Jen Glenn.
All right. And what about Tuesdays? Where can they find you?
Oh, Tuesdays. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do multiple things. I'm here on YouTube. I have a show called Three the Hard Way that I refer to as Thirth. Y'all can meet me there. It's Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central.
Yes. So it's at 3TH show. So you can follow her there as well. Their show is so funny. But yes, Jen, thank you so much. Everybody, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Marissa, how can they get a hold of us?
If you want to get a hold of us, you want to share your story, or you want to participate and hop on one of these and share your stories, discuss a story, or just collaborate with us, you can always email us or DM us. Honestly, DM is probably going to be the best bet via Instagram. And our handle is
at I Hate It Here HQ.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. Jen, as always, thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you.
And we will catch you all here next week. Same time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You chose a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears. Erika and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall balls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here, so grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears.